everyone, this is DC Howard, founder and principal coach of Wayoneers, where it's our goal that you reach your destination of success by letting us help you calculate your route. And we're back yet again for another Tactic Thursday. Tactic Thursday is where we discuss an issue or matter that you may be dealing with personally, professionally, or relationally, and how to overcome that matter. And so we're now in week 2 of this wonderful month that we've deemed a month of family matters. On last week, we talked about the core tenet of respect and how respect is something that is needed in a highly functional family, and that while it may evolve over time, that you also need to make sure that it is reciprocal, meaning that you're able to give respect and you're able to get respect. Well, on this week, we're going to talk about another core tenet of a highly functional family, and that tenet is communication. Once again, that tenet is communication. Communication, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, simply put, is the method in which information is exchanged. Once again, the definition of communication is the method in which information is exchanged. And so I want to be able to focus on, if you will, how we used to say, looking at a newspaper and figuring out the what, when, where, why, and how. And I believe I may have missed one there, is I want to be able to talk about how you communicate, and then I want to be able to talk about why you communicate. Once again, I want to be able to talk about how you communicate with your family members, and then the why you communicate in a certain way with your family members. And so let's first start talking about the how. How do you go about communicating with your family members? For many people, when it comes to communicating with their family members, it's usually by word of mouth. And then when it comes to word of mouth, is that usually it's done in a certain tone, in a certain inflection, and if you will, in a certain manner. And I want to be able to make sure that we're being very mindful about how we go about communicating with individuals. Going back to last week's tenet, when it comes to respect, is the way that you're communicating with your family member truly in a respectful manner where they would actually be able to receive it? Another question that you want to think about is that if you were receiving the communication to you in the same way that you're sending the communication, how would you in fact respond? Once again, if you are receiving the communication in the same way that you're sending the communication, how would you respond? A lot of times, individuals don't think about that particular question because when it comes down to communicating, it's either in a very loud or boisterous tone, or possibly in a very sarcastic tone, or possibly even in a condescending tone or particular manner. And so you want to make sure that your communication is respectful. It is coming from a place of positive intent, and it is coming from a place of being able to make your family member better and not necessarily make them worse. And so that's one thing that you want to be able to be very mindful of when it comes to how you communicate. Then the second point that I referenced is, why do you communicate? Is it possible that the communication that you're doing is truly for that family member's benefit? Or is it another mechanism, and just considering perspective, possibly is it another mechanism or another way that you're able to, if you will, release your feelings and or thoughts about that family member? A lot of times when it comes down to how, not only how we communicate, but why we communicate to our family members for the wrong reasons. And so you want to make sure that when it comes to why you're communicating with that family member, why you're communicating with that loved one, that you're being mindful that, once again, it is respectful, that it is there to uplift that family member, and that it's going to ultimately make them better. So once again, today we've talked about communication as a core tenet of, if you will, a highly functional family. Making sure that we're very, very mindful that as we are sending and receiving a message, that we're mindful of, is this the way we would want that message sent? Is this the way we would want this message received? As well as also making sure that the reason why we're communicating is for a true, if you will, genuine purpose of being able to uplift and better our family member, and not just a way of venting or being a release of an outlet when it comes to ourselves. I hope this particular video has been of great blessing and benefit to you. Another way that you can be able to be a highly functional family is by booking a session with us. We are definitely open, and we are currently allowing, if you will, a free 30-minute exploratory session that is absolutely free, no game, no gimmick, that's for you and your family, that you can book a session with us at our website. That's www.wayonears.com. That's spelled WAYIN, 2 E's, rs.com, as well as also doing what you're doing right now, which is being able to watch us here on our social media, which we have 3 social media, if you will, mediums: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at the handle at Wayoneers. Of course, we want to make sure that you are able to really be a part of our YouTube channel, as we're on a journey to get more and more subscribers. So please go ahead and click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, as well as also that get notifications bell, so you'll be the very first to get the brand new content that we're able to release each and every single week. Once again, I'm DC Howard. I'm the founder and principal coach. I am a master certified life coach through the Certified Life Coach Institute, and we here at Wayoneers want to make sure that you reach your destination of success by letting us help you calculate your route. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.